What's up, everybody? We've got some friends back in the studio. Hi, ladies. Why so silent? Say hello lah. Alright, let's catch up with Josephine and Shu Faye in a bit. I feel like I've not seen Josephine for like a long time. I only see her through her Insta stories. Yeah, and going out for like little catch ups with her friends. But then you tend to wonder to yourself, aren't I her friend?
I don't do catch up with my friends anymore.
Oh really?
Rarely. Yeah, except this week because Christmas week.
Oh, Christmas week. Okay, cool. I'm waiting for my invitation. Gee, thanks. How are you, Shu Faye? How have you been, lah, Josephine?
Alive lah.
Wow. Okay, that's very encouraging.
We met also what? Like no man?
No, the last time I saw you was
I think it was the...
before CMCO.
Is that...
No.
Yeah. Okay. When was the last time I saw you? You see, you don't even remember. That means it's long enough.
There's something here.
What?
Oh yes, the part where we the song recording where Josephine had to
on the
stop it.
of Christmas.
So if those of you wondering, so Josephine has a video on her Instagram.
All of us.
All of us have. Okay.
Let's move on.
We're singing Christmas songs. Go check it out, okay? Because Josephine's videos are kind of cool. Where do you shoot that,
Here?
No, you didn't shoot that here.
Chow Kit. The Ormond Hotel.
Alright, yeah. Josephine took 2 days to record her vocals, by the way.
I can't sing, guys.
Yeah, I know. She made it very clear she couldn't sing. When I walked in, right? She was so angry at me, She's like, where's your phone? Show your phone. I want to see your phone.
I was like, keep your phone away. If not, you cannot come in. I won't record.
Not bad, what? The end product sounded really good.
Yeah, because got auto-tune.
After two-time recording.
Yeah, but other than that, how have you been, Josephine? And how's okay? So obviously, for those of you listening, if you don't follow, Josephine has actually launched a clothing brand called Fondus.
Yeah, officially leave social media. Bye, guys. Bye forever. Bye, humans.
The irony when you're using social media to sell your brand. Yeah, but how's that though?
Social media forever. Bye bye.
How's that doing? Is that okay?
Okay, pretty okay, I guess. But slow down a bit because like COVID spiked up.
Yeah, but okay. The thing is, I remember talking to you a long time ago about this whole thing that you wanted to do fashion brand, right? Mm-hmm. And then of course, like it took you like what, maybe a year, 2 years?
Sorry,
I can't remember.
Yeah,
it feels damn long.
And then after that, when you released the first batch, everything all sold out. Shocked or not? Happy or not?
Happy lah, damn happy way.
So them rich already lah now.
No, still working hard.
actually her quality is damn good.
Yeah. Oh
like
wow.
The dresses and stuff. Yeah, I have like two pieces.
Yeah, Michelle actually wears
all made in Malaysia. Okay, support locals, guys.
Are you gonna make for guys?
Well, this one is like a podcast about my brand, is it?
We're catching up. We're catching up with you, Josephine. Yeah, we're wondering what's been up because I saw Shu Faye like 2 weeks ago, and then it's like I don't know when.
What was the question?
No, you're gonna make any stuff for guys or not?
Maybe
Really?
next year, maybe.
Yeah, but Michelle actually wears the sweater at home because it's cold, right? Rainy season. So I was like, wow, you're actually wearing Josephine's brand.
Yeah, so that sweater is like unisex one, and then Ipoh has two of it, one blue and one white.
Oh, you mean that one guys can wear as well, nah?
Yeah.
Because
up to Ipoh's height lah.
Because when Josephine came up to me and says, I'm starting a clothing brand, I was like, I don't know how to take her seriously sometimes. Then after when she released it, it's like, oh, okay. All right, this is legit.
Hello, Ipoh has one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't wear Michelle.
I can't wear it. Come on.
You confirm cannot, man. Don't.
I tried to put on Michelle's sweater just for fun lah, and Michelle was like, "Hey, don't." She's
You're
like,
gonna stretch it out, right?
like I'm gonna destroy it. But yeah,
Real.
but congratulations, finally,
Thank you.
So what now? Is everything else still sold out or what?
Some is sold out, some is not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you'll see more next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. For your later when you become a fashion icon and makes millions of dollars, please don't forget us.
Oh, definitely forget you first, man.
Wow!
I'll still remember Shu Faye.
Oh wow, Shu Faye, how have you been? You had a haircut.
Had a haircut.
I think like
Looks really good, eh?
Yeah.
You look more. Okay, I won't say that you look younger because you don't. I mean like not in a bad way. Sorry. I mean like normally people when they cut hair. Like for me, I just had a haircut, and then people say, "Wow, you look like a young boy."
Dude.
Like, yeah.
I'm surprised
Your
focus-
haircut, right, looks like they put a cup there.
Hey, because it's not styled up. Okay, I didn't style up for today's show.
Sure.
But I'm surprised you are surprised about my hair
Yeah.
compared to my tattoos.
Yeah. No. I don't know, because tattoos is very common these days. So don't you think so?
That's true.
That's a legit
But-
tattoo. I thought it was those like, they put water then
Oh, it's not.
just temporary tattoo.
Yeah, because like most friends that I have, like all of them, even though they're not like a lot of tattoos, they have little ones.
So you're saying that getting tattoos is more common than cutting your hair short, lah?
Yeah, for girls, especially when you like Josephine. For as long as I've known her, she's never had a hair short like shoulder length. It's like isn't it like a big thing for girls to cut their hair? I only know two things. Like girls will cut their hair when they're going through a breakup to change, or maybe because they just gave. Okay lah. For me, Michelle is a bit different because she didn't want to go through the hassle of like doing her hair, drying her hair, right?
Yeah.
So cut short, and then at least there's one less thing to worry about when you're taking care of your kids.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So, and I'm not sure why else a girl would actually cut their hair.
No, but the thing is, right, when you cut your hair short, people think it's less maintenance, but actually I think it's more.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, because if you don't style it, you look like some auntie. But like for long hair, you can just tie it up, what?
Yeah. Oh my god, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is so true.
I have no idea why we're suddenly talking about hair right now.
Because you asked me.
Actually, how come, Josephine? Will you cut like Shu Faye's hairstyle or not?
No.
Why not?
I did it before last time. Doesn't suit my...
When
Especially not that after I gained 8 kg, man. Like, no.
No, wait. When was the last time you had your haircut like Shu Faye? Like really short. Okay, if you're listening, you can't see. You can go to YouTube, or if you're too
Have a
lazy.
bob.
It's called a bob.
I think it's a bob. Is it not a bob?
It's like really. I call this an apple haircut lah, apple style. I don't know. The shapes like an apple. It makes your head shape like an apple. But she's got a really short hair, even shorter than her shoulders. When was the last time you had a haircut
Literally
that?
at her chin.
Yeah. When was the last time you had that short of a haircut?
13 to 14 years
Oh, that
old,
was
maybe
so
sometime
long.
Yeah, so long ago. You probably look different now because you're all grown up.
then. Yeah, no.
Isn't short hair supposed to make you like thinner?
No, I don't agree.
I don't know.
No meh?
If you're skinny, then yeah, I think short hair makes you look skinnier. But if you're chubby, then short hair will make you look chubbier.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but surprisingly, a lot of people say this hair suits me better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
I think because my face very small, so when I have long hair, right, it just makes me look very small.
Well,
True?
no,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. I think now that you mentioned it, right? Okay, I think it's because I think generally you have a very small frame, and then because when you have long hair, right, it makes your top heavy, like
Yeah.
a lot of things going on there. So now that you kind of like shorten it, it's like, oh, everything's proportionate now.
You know
not
how
to
like
say,
people
not
wear
to say it's not
cardigans
proportionate.
to like make people focus on this part because cardigan covers and make person look slimmer.
Yeah.
So your hair was kind of like a cardigan,
Oh.
like slimmer.
Oh, yeah.
Now that it's cut shorter, so it makes you look fuller.
Oh, okay. Wow. Now we've learned a thing or two. But for me, it's no different lah. I need my hair. I mean,
Nothing changes about hair, man.
Yeah, you need to go on a drastic haircut.
No, you should make a crazy bat.
No.
Oh my god, then if Jean lose, you have to trim his hair.
But you know his hair is different now.
yeah, my hair is
You see
different now.
cut
Don't you
it?
see
Yeah,
it's
I
different?
see. You put a cup and then you just...
Hey, don't insult the person who did it for me. Okay, it's not styled up. Okay, it's not styled up. Okay, when it's styled up, it's pretty okay. I think like okay. So Michelle had a haircut, so we didn't go out to the saloon because Michelle don't go out,
Oh, wait,
right?
it's done by Vivi.
Yeah, it's done by Vivi.
I said wrongly. I knew the whole time. Okay, I was just acting. Please cut that out seriously, Jin. Jin, cut that out.
No lah, Vivi is a friend of ours. No, I like it.
Friend too.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's just that I've not
It's just
styled
his
it.
style.
I've just not styled
Just
it.
make sure you cut what I said.
No, the fact is, you guys have been so used to my one monotonous haircut for the past 9 years. So for me to cut like this right now, it's like completely different. But like for me, I got a shock, because I went in, right? I told Vivi, say, oh, can you just trim a bit here, a bit there? I got a shoot next week. Then he's like, okay. Then he went like, because I didn't look at the mirror, because I was like literally getting my haircut in the bathroom. So after that already, right? I don't know. I'm not sure about you girls, but for me, every time I finish cutting my hair, I don't want to look at the mirror and I'll just walk off.
Why?
And I don't know. I just don't want to look at the mirror because like
You don't usually. I feel like the first few days also the shape wouldn't be so nice.
yeah,
It's
kind
like
of.
when my fringe, I first cut my fringe, I hated it. Like
Yeah.
a week.
So I it's like you know when you're so used to your long hair and then you go in and all of a sudden when it takes a whole chunk out of it, right? Then when you look at the mirror, oh yeah, you're not used to it. So I always hate that feeling. So that's why I'm like always like cut my hair. Didn't I look at the mirror? I don't want to look at the mirror. I just walk out, pay, then go out lah. Then when I really need to style my hair, that's my first encounter with the mirror. Then only I'll go and style. I look at it like you know, like really take my time to really accept it. And I don't want to like insult anyone, say I don't like it, whatever not. So this one,
Yeah.
I walked out as usual. Then I walked out, the first person I saw Michelle. Michelle's eyes opened up. Oh, I was like, why? What's wrong? She's like, oh, okay, nice. I was like, oh, I don't trust that. Oh, nice. Is it bad? It's like, no, you look very different. You look younger, like a young boy. I was like, okay, fine. Then I walk out. Then my mother was there. She looked at me. She stunned also. And she's like, She didn't say anything. And all of a sudden, she started having a conversation about my hair with Michelle downstairs. Actually, Jin, the hair's nice, but the back must cut a bit shorter. And parents will always give the other eye. Then I'm like, then finally I just went and had a good look at my hair. I was like, oh wow, it's so short. It's so different. It's something that I will never ever do. Yeah.
But Vivi's really good at like doing hairstyling.
Yeah, and
Always
then
get him.
I was like, oh, okay, how do I style this? Then I started styling it. I was like, oh, I like it. And I'm like, okay, cool, it's good. But the thing is, I've got a huge forehead lah. So the only reason why I always have a fringe is to basically cover my big damn forehead. But Vivi, thank you very much. See, I didn't make fun of your haircut, Vivi. Josephine did.
No, Vivi, you're the best. Okay, literally every shoot I always get Vivi. Like
Yeah, so-
all fondest hair is all Vivi.
Yeah, so Vivi is actually our hairstylist for some of our shoots.
Chan.
Yeah, you should go check him out. And I hope Vivi shaves Josephine bald the next time. But yeah, the next time, yeah. So Josephine actually got in touch with me the other day. And we were just chatting on WhatsApp, and that's why I called for this podcast, because I thought she had quite an interesting topic to kind of like throw out there for an open discussion. What was it again, Josephine?
It's something like I forgot again.
Wow, well done.
Something about rich and poor.
So apparently there's this saying. Okay, I mean, you read somewhere in an article. So was this according to Bill Gates? Apparently.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so according to someone, it might be according to Bill Gates, it might be according to someone, but I've heard about this saying before. It's not, even though it comes from him, it might be it might be him saying, like basically repeating it based on what he heard from other people. It's basically, so when you are born poor, it's not your fault, but when you die poor, it's your fault. Is that something like that?
Yep.
Did I word it correctly?
Yeah.
If you're born
think-
poor, it's not your mistake.
Yes.
But if you die poor, it's your mistake.
What do you think about that?
I think rich and poor can be like a lot of way. Like can be just rich can be contented with love and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But let's talk about the normal thing. Like everyone will always refer
Monetary
riches.
lah.
Yeah.
I kind of feel that, okay, in this day of age, the more straightforward thinking, without thinking, going so deep into it, is like, what? It's your fault. What? If you die poor, it's your fault. What? It means you didn't work hard enough. You didn't try. You didn't explore. It's all negative lah. You didn't. You always depend on people or this. And it means like you didn't really try hard. But sometimes I feel that I don't want to discount the people out there who actually did try but still failed too.
Yeah, but realistically, I think it's not really true lah, to be honest. Because to be very honest, right, I feel like rich people, right, they have a very unfair advantage when it comes to being successful.
Yeah, because if they want to start something, they're already given like a model from their inheritance and stuff like that. Not to say that we are downplaying or saying that rich people are bad.
Yeah, but they already have a head start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
they
the
do.
difference. Yeah. Whereas for someone who's poor, then they would have to work extra hard, and sometimes it's kind of impossible to get somewhere,
But I feel like this topic, right, is like like you're kind of comparing like the rich. Okay, let's say like Jin has 100k, I need to reach 100k.
Yep.
But if just richer a bit, like just not like maybe if my whole life I only have 100, I just want to save up to 500, that kind of thing, like not to compare with someone else.
Yeah.
Do you think it's the person's fault? if he cannot even achieve that 500.
I feel that comparing yourself to somebody else's lifestyle is the worst thing one could do.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you are all you okay. Let's put this straight. When you see someone who's very, very successful, like maybe wearing something like very luxury, right? You're not gonna go out there and say, "Hey, how do you afford this? Hey, how do you buy that? Or where do you get the money to buy this?"
From Along.
You won't do that. Furthermore, you'll be just like, "Oh man, I kind of wish that I could get what Josephine's getting. You know, I wish I could have like Josephine's top, or I can afford Josephine's
coffee from Total. Yum.
afford whatever she gets, whatever." You most all the time get influenced, and once you get influenced, then it gives you a drive, which is great because it motivates someone to go out there, earn more money, and get whatever the other person's gotten. But
that's a lousy drive, man. You're gonna end up being so sour in life.
Exactly. Yeah, but it can be both ways. But most of the time, it can be damaging because like when you have reached that person's level, that person will always be ahead of you. Unless, of course, you work extra hard to make sure you get ahead of that person. Like, for example, if I finally saved up to buy that top that Josephine always had, Josephine would have bought another top.
I think my top is 59 ringgit 90 cents.
Yeah. So, I feel like these days, right, because of the social media age, right, a lot of people tend to always
That's true.
Compare.
And there are a lot of people out there. Yeah, there are a lot of people out there who are rich and flaunting their wealth and stuff like that. But a lot of people don't realize, right, there are those people who are rich, who flaunt their stuff, but actually they're not rich.
Yeah, they're zero in bank. My dad always tells me that. He always say like, don't buy wealthy, like all those material stuff because it's just like you end up spending so much there when actually you could keep it in your bank and actually really use it for things that are useful.
Yeah, like build a family, a house.
Or change someone's life.
Oh my god. Well, we're at this topic, right? I was watching this show like literally like a few days ago. It's like a Thai show lah. Should I just spoil this episode? Because it's a series.
Okay, spoiler alert. Okay, what's the name of the Thai show?
Okay, so this series is called The Girl from Nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's this girl, right? She is like I don't even know what she is, but she has the ability to notice like someone's flaw. And so every episode is different. So there was this one episode is talking about exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
It's this boy. He is super rich. Like, people think he's super rich.
Yep.
Yeah, he goes around telling people around his school, like, oh, he's super rich lah. He lives in this mansion. He has, like, butlers in his house, That's how rich he is. His father is, like, some ambassador or something.
Right.
But in reality, he's not rich at all. Yeah, so he will purposely, right, he will rent, like a very expensive car to come and pick him up from school.
Wow.
And then he will just go home. Yeah, but people think that that's his car, like, his driver can't pick him, but it's not.
It's not true story. Right?
It's not
it's a film.
Yeah, it's a film, but it's super dark. Like, if you guys want to check out the series, it's really good. Like, I honestly think so. But I'm gonna just spoil this episode for you lah, since we are talking about this topic. Yeah, so this girl, she's very like mysterious one. So you don't know how she works. Like, I think she has some magical power. So she went into this school, right, and she began this business. She said she can make whatever happen as long as you pay money. So there was this one time, like this guy's friends wanted to go to his house. It was a holiday lah. And then they asked him like, hey, we've been friends for so long, why we never been to your house before? Can we visit your house? And then he said, no, like my parents not around and I don't want like, because he said until like his house very expensive. There are a lot of expensive stuff.
So he sold his house. He's really sold up his house, like built it up to let people think it's crazy.
Yeah, so he was like, oh, sorry, I don't think you guys should come to my house because like I have a lot of expensive things in my house. I don't want to like break anything. I'm very scared like if you have a party. Yeah, so this boy, like he just said that lah, but the friends were very like sour about it. They were like, oh, what kind of friend are you? Like, we know you for so long.
Right.
But you like that. Then he was like, he a bit reluctant lah. So he just said, okay.
All right.
Yeah, so when he said okay, that was when the episode like shifted. That's when you see like actually he's not very rich lah. He lives like in this like shop lot one. So his parents does like, I don't know, like packing business, that kind of thing. Yeah, so he contacted this girl. He was like, can you help me to find a house to rent?
So basically, he's living a fake life.
Yeah, he's living a fake life.
But what was the reason behind him actually wanting to lead that fake life?
I have no idea. I think it's just ego lah.
Insecurity.
Yeah, insecurity. I guess he just want to look cool. Maybe.
Don't you? Okay, that's quite sad though.
Yeah. Okay. That's not even the messed up part. So this girl, she has like some magical power, ma. So she's like, okay,
magical power.
So you pay me 200,000 baht, and then I will look for a house for you that fits what you want.
Okay.
And then he was like, okay, fine. But where is he going to get the money, you know?
Yeah.
So he overheard his parents saying that, oh, they have to pay off the loan shark for the money. They got the money already. They need to pay the loan shark back. And they had exactly 200,000 baht.
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, he took the money.
He took the money.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he took the money. He was thinking, he was in dilemma actually. He got the money already. He took the dad's wallet and he was like hiding there. He was like thinking lah, should he put it back or should he like continue lying to his friends? So the thought of like his friends like hating him, right, just made him take the money only.
That means he worried much more about what his friends thought about him than
Yeah.
what their parents are going through.
Yeah, it was so scary, man.
Actually, right now that you mentioned about it, right, although it's a film, right, it's actually more real than you think. There are people actually going through this. Not to say with their parents, okay, not to say with their parents, but you know,
they rather keep that image lah.
they rather what's the word? They rather get security or what's the word? Man, I'm lost for words. That reassurance. They rather get the reassurance, right, from their friends or their peers rather than their own family. I'm pretty sure you've had friends who've gone through that, or you've come across friends who do that, because you know I have. Like, you know,
No.
Wow, Josephine, amazing,
I've
Josephine.
never like, I don't know, like maybe because I don't really get too close to people. Hey, that rack is exactly same as the one I built yesterday. Did you see my Insta story?
Okay,
I
no,
was talking
Josephine.
about the rack.
I cannot. Josephine, we are talking about topic here. How did you study terpesong to another thing from a rack?
I was like, damn it, this rack again. That won't kill me.
Yeah, so back to the story. Like, there are a lot of people out there who tend to always want to put up a front and make sure that, you know, people perceive them as very high class or very, I wouldn't even use the word rich, but entitled, important, and they feel that reassurance from those people looking at them, it's much more important than their parents' assurance. I mean, what do you think about that, Shu Faye?
I honestly think there are people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I have nothing to say, man. I have never lived that life, so
Actually,
I feel like these people are usually like super insecure about themselves. That's why they would splurge so much or like lie about their wealth. Like, I don't know, they see things that are material like way too much instead of like thinking about inside, what can I make myself better inside.
but then right, I know people right who depend on this, you know, like they feel like if they spend money on friends
Yep.
and they look like act rich, right,
Yep.
then they will have more friends. People will like them more.
but what does that do for them?
I don't know, they just have more friends, oh.
You know, there are some people out there, right, who tend to always want to. As much as a lot of people tend to always like Josephine says, like, you know, I've never had friends like that.
No lah, I think some people they really have to keep up with the lifestyle of their friends. Maybe the friends that they mix with really are rich, right? Then maybe like for example me, I'm not rich. Then I have to maybe keep up with their lifestyle.
Oh, I can
It's like
kind of.
reflection though.
I kind of relate to that. I remember when I was in school, I had a bunch of friends that were actually very rich. But I didn't. Okay, when you were young, you don't understand what rich is.
Yeah.
Maybe they did. I didn't. Because my mom's a government school teacher, but she put me in a private school because she wanted better education for me. So I was mixed up, you know, with a bunch of people who were very wealthy. I didn't know they were wealthy. But, you know, when they started taking pictures with the prime minister and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, how come you got pictures of the prime minister? So, oh, my father was the prime minister. I'm like, oh, okay. Then, you know, when you go with their outings, you tend to notice a lot of things that are very different. Like, you know, how come, you know, they are like, there's kids, but they're like 5 men in uniforms following us around, and then you realize that they're bodyguards. Yeah,
That's
and then
next level.
yeah, the way they talk, the way they dress, the interests. Like for me, it's like, whoa, I get really excited when a new Lego releases.
Okay, like you don't have to talk about like being super rich, lah.
Yeah,
like,
but
just
the
having
thing is-
friends that are
Yeah, the thing is like for I get excited when the Lego releases. There'll be bring your toys to school day. So I'll bring my Legos, but they'll be bringing their new digital watches and kind of thing. And then that's where you realize that's kind of really separate. And then it really happens. The people who are not like the ultra rich will be mixing in one group, and then the people who are normal will be missing in one group. And then actually that time, right, I didn't really think that I needed to. I didn't need to kind of like live up to the expectation. although yes, there was at one point in time, right, there was this trend called the alien workshop trend. Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay, you don't know. Okay, so alien workshop is when baggy pants was the in thing in Malaysia.
Okay.
So you wear like this super baggy pants. It's really expensive. Yeah, like one pair of pants is like maybe $200-300. For a student, that a 6 student, that's bloody expensive. So like suddenly like all the kids were wearing alien workshop pants, and then for me, I went back to my mom. And then I said, hey, Ma, I want an alien workshop pants. And then after that, we went to check it out. It's so expensive, I mean, and ended up what we did. I bought one from Petaling Street. Looks the same, feels the same. Just because I wanted to have it too. So like we all can wear it and go out together. And then I guess now that I mentioned it, yeah, that was the first time where I was really actually influenced to kind of like be like them.
But your friends didn't mind, right? That you wore something from Petaling Street.
They didn't know, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we're kids. I think back then, like, maybe they did know, and then they were secretly telling that you see Jin wearing a fake pair of alien workshop pants.
Maybe lah. But some kids like they really don't care.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like, okay, like for example, let's say you're not as rich or like you're broke lah compared to your friends. Then let's say your friends want to go somewhere, then you're like you feel like you can't go because you don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
And then you yourself, some people will feel like, oh, I'm missing out.
Yeah. But then again,
that's
right?
why it prompts them to want to
to
spend
But then
money.
I feel like you should have better self-reflection. Like, hey, if this like I'm really broke, then just stay home lah. Like miss out, then miss out lah. Like
Yeah, I mean, for us, like at this age, I mean, for us, it's fine lah. But for people who are younger, maybe at the time they might not think this way.
that's true.
I mean, like I had a bunch of friends before lah. Like when we want to go somewhere, right? Then one person would just suddenly come and say, "Hey, guys, I can't go. You guys go ahead. I'm a bit tight." And for me, it's like all of us would be like, "Oh," the first thing all of us would think is, "Oh, we didn't expect him to actually say that." But the thing is, after when he said it, all of us were like, "Hey, let's all group together." And this consisted of my whole bunch of friends. Some of us are some of them are rich, some of them are not, whatever not, right? Some of them are rich, some of them are not, some of them are whatever. We all decided to just come together and do something that can involve this person.
Yeah.
And I feel that instead of just trying to live up and fit in, if you're open up about how you feel on what you can or what you can't do, it's so much better there. And then if your friends actually sideline you for it, then you shouldn't be even freaking hanging out with this bunch of friends.
But there are different kind of friends. That's the thing. Different kind of groups.
No,
so
but
not
then
all groups will do
I
that.
also feel like people with bigger groups of friends are harder to come out like, hey, like I actually don't have the budget, like, or like cannot join you guys this.
Yeah.
And they don't want to be the party pooper, I guess.
And some
It's
groups
very
also,
awkward.
and some groups also they like really don't care one. If you can't come, like, oh whatever lor, they will just continue
then
without
meet
you. Yeah.
you lah, like no big deal.
Yeah, I guess like it's a different case for different groups of friends lah. I guess each person, each individual, all of us, we have all different groups of friends.
Yeah, and we place importance of
us,
certain group differently lah. Some people might think like, oh, this friend is just like another friend, but maybe to that person it's like, oh, you're like everything, Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very different.
And all these like fake like trying to be someone you're not, right? And trying to basically get money to basically buy things that you cannot afford just because you can fit in.
You're gonna live a sad life forever. Ha ha.
Yeah, you can do that. But actually, in addition to that, it doesn't necessarily it's not only limited to groups of friends. Actually, boyfriend, girlfriend also.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'll share this story because
But how do you fake like a rich boyfriend?
Actually, no, it's not. We don't fake a rich boyfriend.
Or fake a rich girl.
Like you cannot afford the lifestyle that your girlfriend or boyfriend has.
Exactly. So for me I dated one girl who, she was not rich lah, but she wanted rich stuff. Like she wanted like
Don't
those.
she date you?
I don't know, but I think. Ouch. I guess at that time when you're in school, right?
No, but why would you date a girl like that?
I didn't know. I didn't know. When you're in school, when you wear uniforms, everybody's the same. Well, how can they judge you for whether you're rich or not based on the uniform you're wearing?
Pencil box. What? And the backpack.
Yeah, I think like when we started dating, when we went out of school, it's when I started realizing that this. I mean, I don't know how to explain this. She wasn't really a rich person to begin with.
But she wished for the lifestyle, is it?
But she wished for that lifestyle. And then, she always wanted to go to fancy dinners. She always wanted to go to all these other things. And for me, it was like, I tried really, really hard. But the thing is, I could only afford those fancy dinners like only maybe once a month because like number one, you save your allowance. Number two, I went and do like part-time jobs. I remember I used to do sampling. Those like Coca-Cola, Pepsi Cola in the supermarket, right? The testing booth.
Yeah.
I used to pour in the cup and then close the cup. Hi, sir. Which one do you? Which one do you
So
like?
you went to do all those things so you can just afford fancy dinners for her.
Yeah.
Oh shh.
Yeah, so I tried to do that. And then I remember there was one time she said that, oh, I want this bag. It's called Dior. I was like, what
Dior?
the fuck is Dior? Then I looked at it. It's like a...
How old were you again?
I was 17, 18.
Wow, that girl is crazy.
Yeah. So then she said that she wants to go Pavilion. Then I go Pavilion. And then after that, I never really stepped into the Dior store before. So the Dior, there's one bag that like it's a shape of a Dior. And yeah, and that bag back then was like $2,100. Yeah, and that was when I knew that it would take me longer than 1 month to get like $2,100. Not even 2 months, not even 3 months. Probably like my whole entire year, so I will never be able to see like $2,100 in my bank. Then after that, she just dated somebody else.
Wait, tell me, is this true lah? Because this is what I've heard from a lot of my guy friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they are interested in a girl, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes like first impression the first thing they'll see is what bag they use.
Actually, to be honest,
true?
maybe I was stupid because I didn't even take notice of the bag. I just looked at her like, wow, she's so pretty. I like her.
No lah, high school maybe different lah, but like
Yeah.
let's say uni times lah.
Uni times
I have a lot of guy friends, right? When they are interested in a girl, right? Sometimes they put into consideration what bag they use.
Really?
Yeah, to see how materialistic they are.
Oh.
I feel that's a
Yeah.
good idea to kind of like see like, you know, I don't know. I feel it's a good.
So you're gonna
way
judge a
to-
girl based on what she
I mean,
carries?
not judge, but if you want to chase someone, like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you don't think you can afford the lifestyle, then, I mean, obviously get to know a person better lah. But if you fall in love with someone already, then
Yeah. Well, all the girls I dated were far more wealthier than I was.
But actually, I know a lot of wealthy people that don't. They aren't like.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, they don't
Just
depend
because
on-
you're not.
Yeah,
So because I dated some girls who were actually
Wait,
quite
actually,
well
just
to
want
do.
to say that all the wealthy people that I know,
Yeah.
they don't depend their boyfriend to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually the other way around now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's actually, to be honest, I have a lot of friends who are quite wealthy lah, right? Girls are. They don't mind if they date a guy who's I'm not trying to downplay guys or people who are not wealthy, but I'm just saying that, you know, if this girl comes from a rich family, right, and this guy is maybe working, he's a manager role or whatever not, just because she has more money than him, that's not the deciding factor of whether she wants to date him or not. And that's not the deal breaker. And you know, sometimes they say like, you know, he understands me, you know. Although their parents will obviously want their daughters to date someone of a similar class. They come and tell me that, like, you know, I want to be happy lah. You know, if I find comfort in this person, I can find comfort in this person. Why must I?
Are you one of those parents?
No, not really. I mean, like, come on, like, Hazel's still young lah. She's not gotten to the age yet.
Trying
But
to find Kizo a boyfriend.
yeah, so I have dated girls who are wealthy, but you know, they don't care about my bank account lah. It's like sometimes they will talk about things like, oh, you know, I want to go here for dinner. Then I'll be like, oh, I cannot afford it. Of course, when I say it may be a bit of like a buzzkill. But after that, they'll be like, oh, it's okay. Never mind, we go and eat this now. You know what I mean? And then, the girls I've dated always never expected me to pay for them. They would also go Dutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Michelle also, when we first dated also, Michelle didn't really come from a really, really rich family, but you know, she was earning far more than what I was earning. She didn't expect me to pay for her bills and whatever not. And she said that, hey, let's just go separate until, like, you know, maybe once in a while I blanja, once in a while you blanja, and it's fun like that. But the thing is, when I first looked at Michelle, I didn't look at her, what bag she was carrying or nothing. Or I didn't even glaze up and down to even decide whether I can afford this girl. Because I don't think that's how you should approach it.
I don't know. Maybe
No, but I
because
think maybe if in a scenario where you're outside,
yeah,
maybe like. But I think if you're friend, then you shouldn't look at it that way. You should definitely get to know a person better.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when this definitely happened when I was in uni lah. It was damn weird. The time I was waiting for my dad to pick me up. So like I was sitting with like a bunch of my other friends who I wasn't close with, by the way. They're just like normal hi-bye friends lah. So I was just sitting there because like they were all there anyway, like at Starbucks, right?
Yep.
So I was just like listening to their conversations, you know, they were like checking out girls, and then they were like talking about like what shoes they wear lah, what like wallet.
And then they
shapes
was
lah, what, like,
straight away past judgment, right?
yeah, they were like, oh, this girl wear Michael Kors way, like, oh, she has the Michael Kors bag, like they kind of thing. I was just like, what? They look at this
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Wow, look at this girl. She carrying all LV there, confirm sugar daddy buy for her one. You know, they always pass this type of judgments.
Should go
Yeah.
home and ask my brother about this.
Yeah, and maybe it's probably because sometimes guys know that they cannot catch this type of girls. That's why straight away they pass this type of judgment.
I don't know. Or maybe
I don't know. Devin's our producer. When you look at the girl, right? Firstly, do you look at what they carry? You don't, right? Yeah, exactly. I feel like the guys who straight away judge a girl based on what they carry are quite shallow, lah. To be honest.
Yeah.
Very
That was what I was thinking. I was like, what do you guys care?
Yeah, it's like, so what if she carries like a
Yeah.
LV bag, you know? And
What if it's a vintage LV bag from the great grandmother?
Josephine, your mind is one on another level.
No lah, but sometimes
Because my mom have an LV bag that's vintage.
No lah, but sometimes I understand lah, because I do have friends who like are quite materialistic also. Like
Yeah.
they really care about all these things. They're like, oh, my boyfriend have to pay for everything. You know, I want to be able to have a rich boyfriend. The boyfriend cannot be like lower class than me.
I think this is it's a little, I don't know, it's a social, can I call it a dilemma that people will have to go through and really be strong about it. And if it I feel that it is something that people should not be shy to talk about.
Yeah, actually just fuck it lah. It's like if you're rich, people say stuff. If you're poor, people also say stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
When you earn your own money, you buy stuff for yourself, people also say.
Yeah.
People buy stuff for you, also people say. So let people say whatever they want lah. You know, some people like they earn a lot, and then there are like people out there would like complain, say like, oh, he earned so much money, he still want to buy this kind of thing. Like he could have used it for charity or something
yeah, but
like
the
that.
person
Yeah.
works so hard.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's
Just
like their money lah. If you're so bitter about how people use their money, then just go earn your own money and do it. You know,
Yeah.
why you have to judge how people spend their money? You know?
But it's always so sad that like sometimes a comment or a remark basically digs very deep into everybody's heart or everybody's
Yeah.
individual feelings and stuff like that. That's the shitty part about this whole thing. Like,
But I don't know why I always get labeled as the girl that seems to be very materialistic. Like,
I don't
was
know.
young.
I mean,
so
maybe
I'm just like, okay.
I think because you look very like classy
yeah.
on social media, so people will have that kind of
No,
impression.
last time there's no social media one.
I don't know the way
How
you
do you
maybe the way you dress lah, because
yeah
you
lah.
always dress very properly, makeup all proper.
But I
Yeah.
like fashion. That's why.
Yeah, but the thing is, right?
I'm trying to
Sometimes you
dress
can make yourself look very expensive without having to spend so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially now with Taobao.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually come to think about it. Some of Josephine's stuff like, wow, where you buy from? Taobao, huh?
No, I don't know how to buy Taobao, but I ask my best friend help me.
Actually, do you realize those rich people, right? They usually wear them plain stuff one, but
Yeah.
the plain stuff is freaking expensive, you know.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I don't understand.
Hey, okay, this one I will cite them a bit because sometimes the quality of the clothes just lasts so much, so long.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah, I
you're
know.
paying for it to be ethically made.
yeah, but they don't look rich lah.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but it's like the stuff on them is rich.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg
Like,
wears a
like
black
James
t-shirt.
watch.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg wears a black t-shirt every day. Or who knows? Like that t-shirt is probably like $50,000 per piece. You know what I mean? Because he can afford
Or
it.
maybe it's just Uniqlo.
Yeah, yeah,
Uniqlo shirt is so good.
yes.
It's only 20 ringgit.
Actually, I mean, like to sum this up, I kind of feel that if you have problems trying to fit in, then I kind of think that it is something that you should reach out to your friends, your close friends, or even your parents. Actually, the best thing is your parents to talk about it because your parents are your parents and your parents have gone through this before. 100%.
Yeah, but I don't agree with Jean.
What?
Because when you're a kid, you don't feel comfortable talking to your parents about stuff like that.
You know what? I hope that one day that whatever problem that Keizo goes through, she will talk to me first rather than try to confide in other persons because I feel that for me, they should kind of, whatever it is.
No, but there's two things. Okay, so like for me, if I have a problem, I know if I tell my dad, he won't scold me. He will be there for me. For
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But then it's the thing where you don't want to like, you don't feel like you weight your parents down also because you love them so much. So they would tend to lean towards their friend first.
I kind of feel your parents are stronger than you think.
They
Yeah.
are, but you,
Yeah,
no, but
your parents-
naturally you'll feel that way.
Your parent, I do agree with you. Yes, you will feel that way. You don't want to kind of like burden your parents, right? But I can tell you that your parents are definitely way stronger than you think they are able to cope. Because like, I mean, I'm a parent and you know, okay, not to say that Karen is giving me problems lah. Because like everything that Keizo goes through right now is something new to us. And despite the fact that we have never gone through it before, me and Michelle problem solves it together. And it always works. and the thing is, I'm not saying that everything that we problem solve and everything that we do is going to be agreed on by everybody if we publicly tell it to people. But the thing is, that's how we are bringing our child up. And I feel that, your parents have brought you up like to be who you are today. And they know you better than anybody else. I'm not saying that your friends don't know you, but I feel that your parents know you way better than you think they do.
Yeah, but at my age, right, if I have a problem, I won't tell my parents. Like, I would...
Really?
I think it's the best. Seriously, you get the best advice and the best solution.
Yeah.
But then I feel like I will always try to solve it. Naturally, like, you just try to die solve that thing first. And if cannot, only you tell your parents. Because I feel like if you tell your parents, then you just give them more problem and, they're running their business and stuff like that.
Well, again, not me. They're doing their own thing. It's going to work.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel, I think this is the natural route, right? When you got a problem, you solve it out yourself first. Ask your friend help. Ask other people help.
Yeah.
Then when all
That's
shit,
like the last resort.
yeah, when all shit hits the fan, mommy, daddy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of feel that, I know that's how all of us do it. Like for me, so like last time I had problems, so I want to tell my mom because number one, I was just afraid. Actually, I wasn't afraid that to burden her. I was just afraid that she'll scold me and disown me. That was the fear.
Yeah.
That was the fear. It wasn't about.
I know my parents love me too much to do that.
Yeah,
All parents would never do that one thing.
Yeah, they won't. But for me, it was the fear of my mom knowing. But I feel that like now, like whatever I do, I kind of need to tell my mom if there's something like that shit hits the fan. I tell her, even if she doesn't know how to solve it, right? She will basically offer one thing that nobody else can give you, like unconditional support.
Yeah.
Because your friends can only support you so far. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I'm not saying that friends are worthless and they are not. You cannot rely on them. But your family is there to definitely basically see you through. Okay. I would like to assume that a lot of people will have the support of their family if they're going through any hard times and whatever, not any insecurities. That's the first thing. Parents are the best because, like. Again, I don't want to. I sound like a broken record over here. Right now that I have a kid, right? Me and Michelle only wants the best for her. And like Michelle, last time Michelle, like, when we say our vows in the wedding vows, you are my life, I will love you forever. And now Michelle told me, you know what? Actually,
Hazel's my life.
Hazel's my life. I was like, shit. and then the funny thing is, I would agree with her too. Kazel is also, actually no lah, both of them are my life because I cannot imagine what would happen if anything like I don't have any of them. So it's when you have that kind of feeling already, like as a parent, you do know that they have you have the utmost support of your parents. So whatever you're going through, ask your parents.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I finish my story?
But if you
Yes, Shu Faye, finish your story.
Yeah, you talk first. Then I finish my story.
Yes.
Okay, if let's say
Yep.
someone without a parent.
Yeah, single parents. Yes.
Then, no, without.
Oh, that means orphans.
How then?
How do they go about it? Look, I don't want to say much because I'm not in the position, but I'm pretty sure I have some friends who've actually adopted some children to be in their family, and they have loved them the same way like how they love their own child. And it's not because they could not conceive. They said that their principles very strong lah. They're very nice people lah. They gave birth to one child, and they said that they want to adopt another child because they feel that God put that in this world in order to bring life to others and bring, I don't know what's the word.
I feel like it's
to bring to end people's suffering. Like they're here on this earth for a purpose. So it's their religious studies, their religious beliefs. So they want to make sure they honor that.
Yeah.
So they adopted a child, and which is amazing. Yeah. So yeah, Shu Faye, you were saying, go on with your story.
Oh, okay. So what happened really? Okay, so like he paid the girl, right?
Yep.
To buy the house.
We're referencing back to the Thai film you're talking
the
about.
Thai film. No, it's really damn dark. Okay, I'm not gonna go through everything. I'm just gonna summarize lah. So
Yep.
the friends came over to the house. The house was really nice. And then you know what happened? The butlers, right? Apparently the girl got his parents to be the butlers. Yeah.
Oh man! Ouch!
Yeah.
Oh wow!
But how did? Because of magics.
No, it's not magic. It's because the parents are poor. You offer them a job, of course they accept lah, right?
Yeah. And then they were damn shocked. Like, what the hell? Like,
Why is my son living a lavish lifestyle when the parents are here suffering?
Yeah.
Working for their son to help him portray a rich lifestyle. Oh my god!
Getting paid back like 200.
No, like I'm sure they were offered a sum of money lah. Yeah, but
What
imagine
the
if your
hell?
parents like see you like, and then you see your parents like acting as butlers, like And then like you have to
So
pretend like, oh
messed up.
yeah, these are butlers, you know. And then the friends, right, because they are all like quite rich one, but they're not at his level, you see.
Oh my
so they were like
God.
just taking advantage of like the whole situation lah.
Like ordering the butlers around.
Yeah, like oh my god,
And the son has to see them do it.
yeah, and it's so dark, man. Like, you know, when they're having like dinner, right?
Yeah.
Like they will order the parents to like, you know, serve them. Then they want to like smoke weed and all that, you know. And then the parents like, you know, imagine the parents will be like, no, y'all cannot, like y'all too young, that kind of thing. Then they'll be like, why? You're just butlers. You're supposed to serve us.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and then they will go back to the guy. He's like, how come you hire these kind of people? If it was my parents, they fire them already.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was so dark, you know. And then throughout, right, it's like got some shit happened lah. Like they
Yeah.
were playing some game, like they found a gun in the
Oh
freaking,
my God.
yeah,
Oh
in
my
the freaking
goodness.
house. And then one of the friend was like, oh, everyone put down like 200 baht or something like 200,000 baht.
Yeah.
So whoever, there's one bullet in it. So whoever try to shoot their hand, right, whoever kena, right, then they get the whole sum of money.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's damn dark. Then the
What shows?
it's freaking dark, but it's really good. It really shows like a lot of like social problems in the
Yeah.
world.
It's like Black Mirror, but Thai style.
yeah, it's really dark. And then like the dad, like he's the butler, right? So
Yeah.
he stopped the whole thing. Like he was like, can you all not play this kind of game? Like your parents work so hard for you guys, and not for you guys to like simply put your life out there and then play this kind of stupid game.
Yeah.
And then like the friends like got very angry lah. They started like punching the dad and stuff like that, you know, like saying
And-
like, oh, you're just poor like peasants. Like why do you want to control our life? This is what we want to do lah. We have money. This is what we can do, and the kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah, so like the parents got beat up very, very badly. And okay, so if you want to watch the show, maybe you skip what I say lah. But yeah. So basically what happened, right? Because they got beat up very badly. So the friends all wanted to make them shut up lah, like not like report to the police or whatever. So they paid the parents, like I don't know how much, but it was a big sum of money to shut up. So basically how they ended the whole show, right, is the parents were at home already.
Yeah.
And they were eating dinner like themselves, and they were like covered in bruises, you know. Then
Yep.
the son came back, and then the parents were like, oh, how was your camp? Like they act like nothing happened.
Right.
Yeah, so the son sat down with them like, oh, camp was fine, stuff like that. Then the parents like, oh, next time when you go to camp, just tell us lah in advance.
Okay.
Yeah, then you can see the big envelope at the side there.
The money.
So basically, all of them knew what happened, but they just act like, you know, nothing happened because the money was there to like pay them to shut up, you know.
Right.
It's damn dark, you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The power of money,
what
lah.
to
They're trying to
say.
say. Wow. Okay. That's I kind of want to watch it now.
Yeah. What show is it called again?
The girl from nowhere. Some parts like you really don't understand because the girl really like, I don't know. It's like she has some magical power. And, like,
It's what? It's a Thai film, is it?
yeah, it's a Thai
She's a
film.
little creepy, right?
She actually quite pretty lah.
Yeah, all
the girl.
Thai girls are hot.
No, I
Yeah.
scared there's some creepy shit coming out and I'm
Okay,
watching at night
it's-
before I sleep.
okay,
Don't
it's
look
a
in the
bit-
mirror, Josephine.
The show is a bit creepy. Yeah, the show is creepy. Not gonna
I'll
lie.
go tell my parents I need to sleep with them tonight.
Yeah.
Because Jane says something disturbing.
No, the show is quite dark, but there's no jump scare. There's
Okay,
no like
okay.
ghost or whatever, but it's really dark.
It's a very dark, deep, like
Yeah.
Black Mirror lah.
That's just one of the episodes. So okay, I spoiled this one for you already, but there are other episodes that are really good. So if you guys want to check out the show, just check it out. It's on Netflix also.
Is it like a different story every episode?
Yeah.
I
So
see.
the girl goes to different schools.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a story.
Oh
on its own.
man, I
Yeah.
should check
Oh
this
my God,
out.
I need to watch it tonight.
Yeah, I need to watch it tonight
go
too.
on.
Well, thanks for
First
that.
What's the first episode already? Yeah.
Okay, don't spoil it first. Okay, basically it's called The Girl from Nowhere lah.
Yeah, go watch
All right,
it.
cool,
It's-
cool.
It's really good.
But yes, thank you so much for your time, and thank you, Josephine, for calling for this podcast, coming here.
I never got to talk about my caste system.
No, I don't want to. We went to a different thing. That we'll save that
Hey,
for
where
another
can they
day.
comment? Oh, on YouTube. Yeah, guys, please comment down in the section if you want to hear about the caste system, okay? If you want to
Yeah,
discuss about it.
exactly. But anyways, thank you so much for listening. Of course, again, wrapping up this podcast, right? We just want to say that sometimes you don't really have to succumb into peer pressure lah.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're not the only person you're gonna upset more is yourself.
Yeah, if you want to cut your hair, just cut it.
Yeah, don't think about what your boyfriend thinks or what your friends think. Just do it. Because it's sometimes good to have your own decisions and make your own decisions, and when you go through with it, and when you're happy, and it feels much better.
Yeah, it's the only thing that matters.
Yes.
Yourself.
Josephine, before we go, do you want to say anything?
I want to talk about my caste system.
Yeah, okay. We'll leave that for another day. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the show. You can stream us on Spotify. You can stream us on Apple Podcasts. You can also stream us on Google Podcasts as well. If you want to follow us on our socials, it's instagram.com/MAMAKSESSIONS. It spells Mamak Sessions. Follow us on our socials as well. Thank you so much for listening.
Peace out.
It is coming to the end of the year. Have a great one. All right. And stay safe.